Every parent has felt it, that heavy ache of guilt after saying no, losing patience, or missing a moment. But what if that guilt, left unchecked, does more harm than good? In this video, we're uncovering the 4 dangers of parent guilt and how it affects kids. How guilt-driven decisions can weaken boundaries, confuse roles, and shape emotional insecurity. You'll learn how to parent from awareness, not apology, and why strength and love must coexist. So, before we begin, take a deep breath, hit that subscribe button, and let's explore how to lead your child with calm confidence, not guilt. The first danger of parent guilt is overcompensation through permissiveness. When parents feel guilty, whether because of time spent away, a harsh word, or a past mistake, they often try to make it up by saying yes too often. They buy gifts, overlook bad behavior, or relax boundaries, believing love means removing disappointment. But in reality, this teaches children that emotions can be manipulated. They learn that guilt buys compliance, that tears can erase accountability. Over time, this erodes respect and structure. The child stops seeing boundaries as safety. They see them as negotiable walls that can be softened through guilt. Psychologically, this confuses love with leniency. A child raised without firm limits struggles later in life when reality doesn't bend the same way. True love is not about erasing discomfort. It's about preparing them to handle it with strength and grace. The second danger is emotional enmeshment. Guilt often makes parents seek emotional reassurance from their children. They may apologize excessively, overshare personal worries, or look to their child for forgiveness and validation. While this might feel like emotional honesty, it can quietly reverse the parent-child roles. The child becomes the comforter, the peacekeeper, the emotional stabilizer. This robs them of their right to simply be a child carefree and emotionally separate from adult problems. In psychology, this dynamic is called parentification. It burdens children with emotional responsibilities they are not mature enough to carry. As a result, these children grow up overly responsible, anxious, or people-pleasing, constantly trying to manage the emotions of others, just as they manage their parents' guilt. The third danger is inconsistent discipline. When guilt drives parenting, rules become inconsistent. A parent may discipline one day and excuse the same behavior the next because they feel bad for being too harsh before. This inconsistency confuses the child's moral compass. They start to test limits not because they're defiant, but because they're trying to understand where the boundaries truly are. Over time, this inconsistency weakens the parent's authority and creates emotional insecurity. The child never knows what reaction to expect, leading to anxiety or defiance. Consistent boundaries, on the other hand, build trust. Children thrive when expectations are clear, even when the rules aren't easy. Discipline should not come from guilt. It should come from guidance. The fourth danger of parent guilt is modeling emotional avoidance. When parents act out of guilt, they often try to avoid conflict altogether. They give in, apologize too soon, or ignore uncomfortable conversations. Children learn to associate emotional tension with danger instead of growth. They may become conflict-averse, unable to express disagreement or set boundaries in their own lives. Ironically, by protecting children from emotional discomfort, parents pass on the very anxiety they're trying to prevent. Growth requires friction. Teaching a child that love can exist alongside disappointment and correction is one of the greatest lessons in emotional resilience. Parent guilt, if left unchecked, silently reshapes how a child learns responsibility, empathy, and security. Guilt may feel like love in the moment, but when it governs parenting decisions, it replaces strength with softness and wisdom with worry. The goal isn't to be a perfect parent, it's to be a conscious one, loving enough to care deeply, and strong enough to lead wisely. Conclusion: parent guilt is natural. It means you care deeply. But when guilt begins to guide your parenting, it steals your authority and your child's sense of security. Remember, your child doesn't need a perfect parent. They need a grounded one who leads with love and wisdom, not apology. Let go of guilt and replace it with mindful guidance. Every boundary, every no, teaches emotional strength. If this message spoke to you, give this video a like, share it with another parent who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more insights on raising emotionally healthy, confident children.